Hello there and welcome back to another video, and today I have just returned from my trip, so I'm now going to be posting more recent videos rather than recording them in bulk as I've done this week. On screen now you can see a few clips from the most recent trip where we got to walk some alpacas. It was really great and I really did have a good time, but today we'll be taking a look at every single Lego haul I've got throughout this month of October here in 2023. Just before I do take a look at that, yesterday you may have seen on my channel, I let you know that there are currently two gift with purchases. Firstly up, the Mini Steamboat Willie, which is a downsized take on 2019's Lego Ideas set of the same set, which was originally given away on Shop Disney's website as a freebie with Lego purchases over £80, but now on the official Lego site it's being given away with £95 purchases of, I suppose, Disney, Marvel and Star Wars sets, which all come under the bigger Disney umbrella. And you've also got Houses of the World number 4. This is the final from the Houses of the World gift with purchase series, which you'll need to spend £220 for. So it's a bit much, but as long as you've got £95 worth of Disney, Star Wars and Marvel sets in that £220, you'll be able to snatch up both of these as long as you order them before October 31st or whilst they're still in stock. Now, if you did want to pick up a modular building which would help you get the £220, it'd be a lot easier on top of the Disney sets. On the 27th, we're expected to get the moving truck gift with purchase back, and that will be given away with any modular buy. So keep an eye out for that, and I'll give you more news on the 27th. Of course, we do also have the in-store build events. You've got the Ghost that's being given out to everyone that can find all the Ghosts in Lego stores throughout the day from the 23rd of October until Halloween. And the final weekend of October, the 28th, 29th, from 12 till 2, again across all Lego stores while stocks last. You can also build and take a free Lego cat, which is a bit of a smaller build. Both of these have very interesting pieces, but none of which are exclusive, so you are able to build them at home. Whilst you're looking at Lego sets to order, do be sure to check out my video where I cover all the retiring sets that will be gone by the end of the year, as we're starting to see so many of them selling out already. I mean, for Star Wars alone, we've got Boba's throne room, we've got Luke's Red 5 helmet, and even the Dagobah diorama are all permanently sold out on lego.com. So if you did want to pick up these sets, you will have to look elsewhere, and especially if they've got a sale, you'll want to pick them up as soon as you see them, as they're no longer getting orders from Lego. So I do hope you get all the sets you want to before they retire, and I'll be doing another video towards Christmas of which sets you should pick up just because of how good a deal they are, especially with the Black Friday deals, which some of them are now a week long. So let me know if you want me to go through all of them as well when Black Friday arrives. But now let's get onto the video. I'm just going to quickly wrap up the month and take a look at little bits of every single Lego item I've picked up this month, and there are a few that I've built and modelled with that I haven't picked up this month, so I will not be including them, but every brick that I've managed to get in October. So we'll start off with the Marvel CMFs. I have picked up quite a few of these this month, and I've got quite a few duplicates, but don't worry, there'll be a video coming out sometime soon of all the different characters you can make with your CMF dupes. And of course, a few of them are Star Wars themed, and I've even made some more Marvel themed ones, though really there is so much you can use these minifigure parts for. The arm and leg printing is magnificent, and if you want to check out them videos, please do. There is a hack to finding out which minifigure you'll get in the boxes without having to open them. If you are looking for the last few to complete your collection, do check out that video. I know it's got a ton of attention, and I'm really grateful for everyone that's watched and supported the channel. And we also got a Bricklink order early on in October, which did come with the domes that I needed to complete my Tri-Droid, which they're an exclusive piece, but I managed to pick them up for 40p, so I ordered a few, and hopefully we'll see it soon, as I really would like to see some more droids in Lego Star Wars. But again, the video's up. We also got the Dreams magazine, which is a great new magazine. It's a great way to get all of these minifigures, and the first one even came with an exclusive Z-Blob piece, which definitely makes Z-Blob a lot more minifigure scale as he shows up in the show. And I really can't wait to see what other minifigures we have, as I'd love to get that new Izzy hairpiece. I then took a few visits to Lego stores, and if you haven't seen my recent video, this month I've actually visited not only every London store, but also took a visit to Bluewater, where we got to ride the Lego slide outside the Lego store. There are plenty of Pab Cups, and at Leicester I even picked up a few other sets. I think I picked up more sets elsewhere this month, as there's not too many Lego deals, but if you do want some of them retiring sets, there are a few cheaper ways to get them with Lego. And speaking of Lego sets, I did pick up and review the Wally Brickheads in the Stratford Lego store. So this set was amazing, and especially as you get the 2 Brickheads for just £13.50 or £13.49. It is a great way to be doing these Brickheads, pairing them up and selling them for a little cheaper. So my review is up, and speaking of reviews, I bought my fiance the new Dobby, which does look really cool. It comes with a load of exclusive pieces. Check out the video, there is just so many, especially in that light nougat or skin colour, which just blows my mind how many new pieces they made just for Dobby. World Play Day was this month, and of course we had the escape room adventure. It was so good. I do recommend checking out that video if you didn't make any of the escape rooms yourself. But we got so much free Lego. Not only did we get to keep the plaques we made at the start, we also got to keep our aquatic animals, and I sort of wish I got to keep my rainforest creature and my spaceship, but that really would not be profitable, but that would have been one hell of a goodie bag at the end for any Lego fanatic. And for World Play Day, they also handed out bags, which me and my fiance did visit 2 stores, so we were lucky enough to get 1 each. I did mention in the video they were only giving them 1 per group, which I am sorry to all the families that were hoping to get 1 per kid, or the groups of people that travel with multiple households. But the bricks that come in it weren't too much special. There are a few rare pieces in there and some quite funky pieces. Check out the video to see what pieces we got. And of course the Marvel CMF customs. I know I didn't quite pick them up, but a lot of these are just the Marvel CMFs, and to date I've made an Ahsoka custom, and I've even made a younger Hawkeye, and used Wolverine's arms for the old Wolverine. So again, the video is coming where I'm going to use every single Marvel CMF piece to create a custom. That's right, we are not leaving any pieces left behind. If you've got a minifigure, and even if you've taken the arms of someone else and just got the 2 arms, I'll let you know exactly who you can make for every single piece. And I've left the best till last. It was technically the first thing I ordered this month, literally about 5-6 minutes into the day, October the 1st, I put through my Lego order, which contained 3 gift with purchases. We had the Halloween VIP pack. I know I kept calling it the fun pack, but actually the summer one is the only one that is called a fun pack, or perhaps the spring one. We also got the Pirate VIP pack, and I also got a little sandwich takeaway shop, which was very nice. I got the last 2 display sets for the Lovebirds and the Easter Bunnies, which go well with the Halloween Cat and Mouse and the Winter Funtime Polar Bears, which finally getting that name correct. And I also had a pick-a-brick order. Now, you've already seen my standard bricks. I got the glasses for the Lego City. I also got a few different bugs and longer bricks to finish my roads, as if you will have seen any of my previous city updates before that, you'll understand I bought Technic bricks, which don't look as good as a flat surface. But today we will be taking a look at the bestseller pieces from my October pick-a-brick order that have finally arrived. They did arrive about a week ago, but I haven't been here all week to look through them. So today we'll be opening this up, and I have a few minifigures on the side. You can see there are 6, 3 Luke's, Maul, Spaceman and Agatha from the new Marvel CMF. So we will be customizing, I guess, updating these minifigures a bit and taking a look at the new pieces that we've got. So without further ado, let's get this bag open and take a look at what we have. I think we'll start off with the biggest piece, which of course is these trans blue wings here. You can see these are the new Tinkerbell wings. We do have the old ones from the original Disney Castle, but these ones are just so much better. They've got so much more detail. They're not flat. They do have a nice curve and design pattern to them. These bottom wings even stick out. So I guess there's 4 wings. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but these are separate wings in the sense that they don't go flush with each other. So these will definitely be great to upgrade Tinkerbell. I can also see a little hole on the back of them. It looks like you can get one of the hairpiece pieces through, like a bow or something, but I'm not sure if that's just something that was there when they molded it and there's actually a blockage in the middle. It'd be interesting to take a look at that, but that's the first piece out of the way. And there are also a few pieces which we're going to use to decorate a side of the family for Christmas. It is a present, so I'm not going to delve too much into that. You can see there are some interesting pieces here that we don't find on the Builder minifigure station. So some wavy hair. I think this is the same hair piece as Sally in a slightly different colour. In fact, this might even be the piece that Lego use. And there's a nice torso with a jacket. Sometimes you can see these sort of things on the Builder minifigure, but they just weren't there when we looked. So I'll put them to the side. And I think the next piece we'll look at, just to get it out of the way, has nothing to do with these minifigures here, are the chickens. You might have seen in my most recent build a minifigure when we went to Blue Water, and there's also a slide involved, as you saw at the start of the video. Do check out that video, it's a load of fun. But I picked up a brown chicken because I knew I'd already ordered 2 earlier this month, and they're for my rooftop farm. I'm trying to finish up and get out a video for the next 2 stories of my Lego store tower, and hopefully you'll see that this week. But of course, once that is done, I'll start moving on to the aquarium tower, and of course at the top we've got the rooftop farm, so you'll see these again very soon. And the only other piece that has nothing to do with the minifigures here is this binoculars piece. It is quite new. I think it was introduced for the Lego Friends set for one of the little robots or something like that, and it's about 2 studs tall. It has the binocular pieces, which of course are sort of eye pieces for a droid, and when I look at this I can't think anything other than Wat Tambor. I'll put a picture up if you don't know who Wat is, from Star Wars, from the prequel era. And I think this is just a great piece to custom make a Wat Tambor for my collection. So you'll definitely see this again soon. I'm not sure what other pieces will be used. I might hang on to see if there's a few torsos in the future to better represent him. But I'll definitely end up building a Wat at some point. And hang around, subscribe so you don't miss out. And of course, if you've made it this far, we're about to be customizing these minifigures here. Drop a like just to let me know how many of you have made it this far. Now, this Lego Luke, or in fact, this Lego Luke, which is actually from Return of the Jedi, as this is the Mando torso, which is very close to what he wears at the start of Return of the Jedi. But the hairpiece that we've got for Luke is quite old now. I'm not sure if there was a hairpiece before this. I think they've just updated the colour and slightly updated the mould. It's a bit more smoother and you can see there's a bit more detail in it. But this hairpiece is what I've known for a long time, and finally, with the recent throne room diorama that came out earlier this year, we've got an upgrade, and the piece has actually hit the Pick-a-Brick store. So whilst that is in stock, I think this will probably be through to next year sometime to pick up a few if you're interested. But I also have a feeling that this will be Luke's new hairpiece going forward. They've included this Luke in a book, and they're probably just trying to get rid of all these hair pieces, use them for a Luke Skywalker character whilst they can. Because this hairpiece is quite interesting. It's a lot longer than the hair that we're sort of used to. I'm not sure if I like it for that, because I think Luke's hair in the movie is quite this length. I'm not sure it covers his whole head, but it does mean when you've got the new hairpiece on, you can't see any of his chin on his double-sided face. So from a Lego point of view, that does work very nicely, and you can see that it is very detailed compared to the old hair that we used to get in. There's not really any detail on here, whereas Luke's hair isn't exactly gelled in the movie. It is quite loose, and though it follows this pattern, it is quite a nice hairpiece, because we've got the other hairpiece for A New Hope and Empire Strikes Back that is very wavy and a bit messy, if you know what I mean. So it's nice that we've got this hairpiece, and I ordered 3. I'm not sure I'm going to keep them on all 3 of these, especially because I'm not quite sure that I like these better than the old piece. But I do have 3 Luke minifigures from Return of the Jedi, so of course I might as well add it on and see what each of them looks like, as it might grow on me. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments which hairpiece you like most. Do you like the new one, or do you prefer the old one that we're used to, and of course we see in the Lego games, all the Lego content? we'll probably still see it in the shorts they put out, because there was a short recently, I can't remember which character, but it did use an old piece. So it'll be interesting to see if we see this hairpiece for Luke again. But this year was the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, so I'm not sure we'll be seeing this character for quite some time. There was a lot of sets that come out, obviously the Endor diorama. We also had the UCS X-Wing, which I guess can be from either A New Hope, Return of the Jedi. Luke flies his X-Wing in all of the original trilogy movies, so really that could be from any year. But we also got the Endor diorama, of course. Luke had a helmet on. I don't know if it came with Luke's old hair, but it probably would have, because I don't see them putting this new hairpiece in a set where it's not really displayed. But I'm really intrigued to see if we'll see this hairpiece again. It isn't a bad hairpiece. I just prefer this one because it's sort of the comfort hairpiece. It's what I'm used to. So again, let me know in the comments which one is your favourite. And on to the last few pieces here. You can see I've got a helmet and an oxygen tank for the Red Spaceman. This Red Spaceman I picked up with an old Legoland exclusive set from the 80s. It only cost me a £5 on Bricklink, which was lovely. And the guy was really nice in delivering it, because he sent pictures ahead, made sure that I knew that the gold weren't on the torso. The minifigure is pretty much perfect other than that. You got the odd wear and tear. I think there's a little scratch on the helmet there, and I think I noticed something on the oxygen tank when I was editing the video. But besides that, it's a great figure, so I'm going to keep this one with the actual set and perhaps display it next to my Lego Spacemen, as I have contacted Lego and they've said they'll send out a replacement torso because of the wear and tear on the older one. I let them know it was from the older figure, and they said that that's okay, because it's just one of the great things with the customer service, I guess. I don't know if the guy was super friendly on the day. Either way, I'm getting another torso. If you saw my last delivery from this same Lego order, you'll know I already got the arms and the legs and the head for the Spaceman, which I was going to use to replace this one. But now I've got the helmet and the oxygen tank and the torso supposedly on the way. I might as well wait around for that and then use these to build a brand new Spaceman. This one will stay with the set, and my Spaceman display will have a brand new red Spaceman. So stick around for that. When that does arrive, I'll add that into perhaps the start of the video and perhaps sneak it into the thumbnail so you know which video to watch. But we are now on to the last two items. Let's get the Darksaber out of the way first. You might have seen, I've mentioned it a few times now, we've got a brand new Darksaber element, which does look pretty cool. It's got the little bar piece on the bottom so you can plug it into the hilts we used to get in. It would have been cool if we got an exclusive hilt though. The Darksaber's hilt is rather squarey, so I don't know how they'd make the minifigures holding that, except for if you got a brand new handpiece, or they could perhaps do like they did and just build the hilt into a hand, though that is way too complicated. When we've got this hilt here, it's nice and shiny like the Darksaber hilt, and really that was what made me pick up a few of these pieces compared to just using the old Ninjago swords, which again have a very similar black element. This one's a lot more sturdy and it's a little flexible to the side, but you can't bend it the other way. It's not rubber, it's a proper plastic. I think it's ABS that Lego use. Proper ABS Lego brick or piece. And I do like this a lot more than the Ninjago sword because of that silver hilt. It beats the black hilt. It makes it look so much better. The only thing is, it's a flat blade. It would have been so lovely to have got some printed, perhaps some white lightning pattern down the side to represent the Darksaber, or even if they made this a white element and just printed black on the side. Again, it's nitpicking. This is a great element, but it's just the only other thing they could have done to make this look more like the Darksaber. I'm very happy I got the Darksaber element. You can see I've chosen Maul to hold it first, but you've also got 4 over here. I'll probably give 1 to Mando. You've got 1 for Bo-Katan. And you can even give 1 to Pre Vizsla. If you've made a Tar Vizsla custom, that can have 1. You've got Sabine. You've got Paz Vizsla. You've got so many people that have held the Darksaber. There's probably videos or web pages out there just detailing every instance the Darksaber was picked up, but even Ezra held on to it for a while. I mean, never used it, but I'm pretty sure he had it at some point. And Kanan must have probably looked after it for Sabine. So there are so many characters you can give this Darksaber element to. I only picked up 5. You could probably have a whole order of Darksaber elements and just have a Darksaber display. But of course, I really like this element and it's currently on the Pick-a-Brick. All these pieces are. So do check them out if you want any. And that brings us to the last piece, this hair piece, which It's going to go on Agatha. Now, you might be wondering why, but I've got a few duplicates, no Agatha duplicates yet, but a few duplicates for the Marvel CMF minifigure series, so I've started looking at which customs can be created using the different pieces from these CMF minifigures. Now, I will have a much more detailed video coming out in the future. I'll try and get it out this week, which details all the customs you can make with every single piece of the CMF. So it might take me a little while to just think of all the characters, but I'm sure I'll get there. And today we're taking off Agatha's hairpiece, as if you've got this sort of high bun hairpiece and add that to the minifigure, it looks a lot more like Padme's sort of diplomacy suit. I'll put an image up on screen now because they don't exactly have names, but you can take this one step further. If you take this headpiece from, I think this is the Jane Foster headpiece, of course, you can take any Padme headpiece, as that is who we are creating, and just adding it with the hair onto Agatha's costumes. It just looks so good, and it's so detailed, yet still looks so accurate to the outfit we are trying to replicate. So I'll put a side-by-side comparison up of Padme's outfit compared to this Lego minifigure. You can decide for yourself how accurate it looks, but I think it's near enough spot on. It's even got the little necklace piece here, the top of the dress, so I think this is one of the more impressive costumes, as we've got so little Padme outfits in Lego. I think we only have like 4 or perhaps 5, which is not a lot when you think about how many different outfits she's worn in each of the movies, let alone across the Clone Wars and all the other times she pops up. So I'd definitely like to see some more of Padme, but I think this is a great use of the Agatha minifigure. Of course, I might need to pick up another Agatha now, and I've definitely got to find out what I can use the head and hairpiece for. But this will make a fine addition to my Star Wars collection, and perhaps I have to whack this on display now. But that is all for this video. Of course, do drop a like if you like any of this piece usage or any of the other orders from earlier in the video. And if you made it this far, you might as well subscribe so you don't miss out on other Lego content. And as always, may the bricks be with you.